And Steve with us here, the other bar, Main Street, Waupun. We are gearing up for a big holiday push here. Steve, how about some gift certificates to the other bar here?
Well, it's stocking stuffer time, so we're going to bring back our special we've done for the last few years. Buy $25 worth of gift certificates, receive a free one-topping 12-inch pizza. No limit on that. You want to buy...
Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to tonight's Radio Plus Info broadcast game of the week, the Saputo Cheese game of the week, and this will be the first time that we're broadcasting a hockey game this season, and tonight it is Youth Night here from the Waupun Community Center as the Waupun Warriors will be taking on the Homestead Highlanders. You're listening here to Jeff Sauer here on the Radio Plus YouTube broadcast. We're broadcasting from the Waupun Equipment Company broadcast booth. Once again, we're going to do a little bit of home and auto sales pregame show. Did a little bit of conversations with both coaches this evening when I arrived here down at the rink here down at the community center, and did a little bit of investigating and talking a little bit about each of these programs here as Zamboni is going around getting the ice ready for the introductions. The Homestead Highlanders are coming in here tonight with a 4-0 record, having beat former or current Badgerland Conference teams as they've had each of those teams put on their schedule. And having a conversation with Coach Babich, didn't do enough of my research, didn't know that Homestead is in Division II this year, and they're in the sectional. Coach Babich had talked about earlier that he was trying to get every one of the teams scheduled that was going to be part of the Division II sectional that they would be facing. And he was able to get all but 2 teams. So the Homestead Highlanders are coming in here with a 4-0 record. They beat Beaver Dam 7-0 in both the first contest for both of those programs. And then Badgerland Conference opponent Oshkosh, they beat 8-3. And then they beat Appleton 7-1. And their latest Badgerland Conference victim has been the Fox Cities Stars, and they beat them 6-2. Leading scorers right now for the Homestead Highlanders are J.J. Perez with 9 goals. Coach said, watch out for J.J. tonight. He's one of the first-line wingers. He's wearing number 10 tonight. Rocco Cicerello has 5 goals. He's wearing number 6, and he's also one of the starting wings. And then Mike Birmingham is the other forward that has 5 goals on the season as well. Leading assist makers are the Rocco Cicerello. He has 13 assists, and Jack Wynowski has 6 assists, and J.J. Perez has 4 assists so far on the season, giving total point getters for Reader is what he told me. Total point getters for the Homestead Highlanders is Cicerello with 18 points and Perez right behind him with 13 points. In net tonight for Homestead Highlanders is number 31, Connor O'Brien. He's also 4-0 on the season with 113 saves on 119 shots in the 4 games he's had with 1 shutout. He's only a sophomore this year, and when I talked to Coach Anthony Navari, he said that he's very impressed. Connor O'Brien took his lumps last year as a freshman, but learned a ton about playing the position. And this year it's paying off for him. As so far he is 4-0 with a 1.5 goals against average and a 95 save percentage. So that's awesome start there for the Homestead Highlanders. Short break here for Home and Auto Sales and their sponsorship of this pregame. And also want to give a shout out to Home and Auto Sales for their sponsorship of being here on the ice. As you can see a little bit in the lower left hand, they have picked up one of the logos on the ice for the Waupun Youth Hockey Association, which is fantastic sponsorship. So here from the pregame Home and Auto Show.
New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at homanauto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Community Center. As we take a look here still with the Home and Auto pregame show, broadcasting from the Waupun Equipment Company broadcast booth that was here created. Fantastic, a huge shout out to the Waupun Youth Hockey Association and to Jeremy Hopp for setting this up for us. I have a fantastic vantage point now to broadcast, and I'm not sitting in the middle of the aisleway, and I'm really happy with what they have been able to create for me to broadcast from, so I appreciate that, and I hope they know that I will do whatever I can to continue to promote Waupun hockey. So again, that's a thank you to the Waupun Youth Hockey Association. Here's a little bit about the Waupun Warriors. So far, they opened the season on the road on Tuesday up against Appleton, and it's unusual to start against a Badgerland competitor, but they did, and they came out of there on the road with a 2-2 tie, which is an awesome work for the Waupun Warriors as they're coming back again with a young team. Goals in that game were scored by Mason Holes, sophomore, and freshman Hayden Reeder. And assists in that game went to Quinn Bailey, Kate Hartrink, and Payson Landel. Tyler Fromholtz, super solid senior this year in net, stopped 61 shots on, he had 61 saves on the 63 shots that he had, giving him a 1.52 goals against average and a .968 save percentage. So again, a huge part of tonight's program and having that conversation with Coach Babich as he came up here right before the game. They are going to be leaning heavily all season on Tyler Fromholtz in net. And once again, with the output that they're expecting from the Homestead Highlanders, they're expecting that Tyler is going to have a great night in net, as he talked about that he gave up. One of them was a quick rebound goal that he gave up off of one of the pads, and then he also gave up one that came off the backside and hit him in the back and then bounced into the net to get down 2-0, and then the Young Warriors came battling back up against Appleton United and was able to come away with a 2-2 tie, scoring once in the second period again and once in the third period. Some key injuries, as we're going to talk about the New Medical Center injury report from the Homestead Highlanders. Number 22, Oliver Malecki, is still out with mono. The coach is hoping that he's going to be able to come back next week and be able to help out his program. And then key injuries here for the Waupun Warriors. Number 3, Brett Johnson, and number 10, Keegan Zimmerman, are both out. So that's the New Medical Center injury report. Call New Medical Center of Waupun at 920-249-8757. That's 920-249-8757. And once again, we're going to get ready here for Youth Night. And before we do that, I want to make sure that we give a huge shout out to our sponsors. So let's go through just talking about New Medical Center, and let's give a shout out to each of our sponsors before the broadcast begins tonight.
Chronic joint pain. It's all you think about. It prevents you from doing the things you love, like playing with your kids and grandkids, golfing, going for a walk, or just trying to tie your shoes. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem. If you suffer from debilitating and chronic joint pain, Learn how innovative medicine with human cellular tissue products can get you back to living your best life.
Hi, my name is Julie B. I was treated at the New Medical Center for my left knee. So before the injection, I had pain when I wanted to walk 2 times a day. Now I can do those 2 walks down to the river with my dog without any problems whatsoever. My pain is gone. For anyone who's experiencing the knee pain or even a possible knee surgery, I would definitely check out this place. The injection really worked well for me, and I think it can work for you.
Go to newmedicalctr.com. Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
One of the neatest projects and programs that we have that I truly believe in is our 5 cents for the future program. Every time a customer swipes their Bristol Morgan Bank debit card, we donate 5 cents to our scholarship fund, which is administered by the Fond du Lac Area Foundation. And we provide scholarships for local students that are going to 2-year, 4-year school. We're there for up to a 4-year renewable scholarship.
Bristol Morgan Bank. Locations in Oakfield, Fond du Lac, Brandon, and Van Dyne. Log on, bristolmorganbank.com.
Saputo Cheese, just outside of Waupun, is hiring. Become part of a great company and team. Due to their continued growth, Saputo has full-time benefit-eligible career opportunities available in their Alto facility. Saputo believes employees are the most important asset and driving force. Great benefits and more. Saputo Cheese is the place to be. Saputo is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back here to the community center as we go through the starting lineups. You're taking a look at the Homestead Highlanders as they're introducing their starters. So they like to go through their entire role here and bring them out. So let's see if we can get those who theirs are. So at number 4, Jack Wanowski is going to be 1 defense, and the other defense is going to be number 21, Jackson Lord. At 1 wing is going to be number 6, Rocco Cicerello. And the other wing is going to be J.J. Perez. And in that center will be number 17, Ty Deemer. Let's take a look at the Waupun Warriors. Going to be starting out here for the Waupun Warriors. In at 1 defense is going to be number 5, Dakota Stevens. And his defensive partner is going to be number 11, or take that back, number 22, Micah Buckles. And one of the forwards for the Waupun Warriors starting is going to be number 7, Payson Landel, and number 9, Mason Holes, centered by number 20, freshman Hayden Reeder. And in net, senior, number 31, Tyler Fromholz. Coach Matt Babich and Coach Nick Tank. It is youth night here in Waupun tonight as we get ready for this home contest here, and we're going to see some of the youth come walking out here. And while they're doing that, I want to make sure again to give a shout out to the Waupun Youth Hockey Association and to WDS Construction for being one of the sponsors here on the ice. And I'm hoping that we can pick them up as one of our sponsors also for the Radio Plus broadcast here, as I'm going to continue to do some Beaver Dam hockey games as well as Waupun hockey games, and I'm going to be doing some girls basketball and some boys basketball for the Waupun Warriors. So it'd be nice if we could pick up WDS as one of our Radio Plus info sponsors. You can see the youth coming out onto the ice as we are celebrating all of the youth. Again, been following some information on Facebook. Waupun Youth Program was down for a couple of years, not sponsoring a whole lot of teams, especially at the Mite and Squirt and Pee Wee levels, and the numbers are just starting to skyrocket now, as we've seen for the Waupun youth. Just in their Learn to Skate and Try Hockey for Free, they had over 75 kids that were out here trying hockey, getting some of their equipment, and we actually want to thank, I can't remember who the sponsor was, so I apologize for that, who had to go out and purchase new helmets and shin guards. And here we go with the national anthem by Scotty Van Galen.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still fair. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the hope of the brave?
Once again, a huge thank you to Scotty Van Galen. And as you can see, I'm testing out a new microphone setup. And I have some fans that are sitting right underneath that microphone as soon as they started clapping. That put a little bit of a loud crack into the headphones that I've got going on here. So I hope it didn't blow any of your speakers out as we get ready again here from the Waupun Community Center for their home opener. As once again, for the Waupun Warriors, you're going to see at one defense, you're going to see number 5, Dakota Stevens. And again, this is the first broadcast of the season, so I'm expecting that there is going to be some issues. And for those that don't know, I'm apologizing up front right away. I am the audio engineer, I am the cameraman, I am the announcer, and I'm the one taking care of making sure that get the sponsorships and the ads, so I apologize if I mess up on any of those issues tonight, and if we end up dropping some stuff, I'm going to apologize again up front for that. But let's see what we can do as we get this hockey season rolling. Most people know that I've been doing this for the last couple of years. On the amateur side, I absolutely love doing this, especially for the Waupun Warriors. It's my way to give back, and I do want to give out a shout-out to Nick Rush and to everybody at Radio Plus for helping me get things set up and being able to allow me to help broadcast this Saputo Cheese video live stream game of the week. I also know that a couple of my partners that I'm hoping to work with and some of the basketball games and do some more live streaming is Steve Winterhack and Randy Armga are broadcasting the boys basketball game from Ripon. So if you have the chance in between periods, go ahead and hop over to AM 1170 and listen to that broadcast as we've got both the Waupun Warriors hockey team and the boys basketball team in action tonight. Besides Stevens, number 22, Micah Buckles. Coach Babich is high on Micah Buckles, talking about being one of the best players that he has seen on the ice. He was happy with both his first line and his second line. He thought they were able to match up really well with Appleton, especially in the first two periods. But since they're only running two lines, by the time that third period came around, the Waupun Warriors were a little bit gassed, being that first contest. So Coach Babich was a little bit worried and concerned about how that was going to be playing out throughout the season, and he's hoping that as soon as some of these other players are able to come back, that they're going to be able to develop a competitive third line as they get ready out here for the Waupun Warriors. Again, and at forwards for the Waupun Warriors tonight, starting at one wing is number 7, Payson Landel, and number 9, Mason Holes, and centering freshman number 20, Hayden Reeder. The Homestead Highlanders are coming in here riding high, 4-0 so far as they get ready on Thursday. Or take that back, I believe it's on Tuesday of next week that they're going to start out with their North Shore Conference schedule as they're going to be taking on USM, one of obviously huge competitor and has always been competitive. Unfortunately, The Waupun Warriors have been knocked out by USM in the past, but now that they're going to 2 divisions and USM is going to stay in 1 division, Division 1, that is a non-issue here for the Waupun Warriors, having to face USM coming down the road. Getting ready here for the puck drop at the Waupun Community Center. Here for this home contest between the Waupun Warriors and the Homestead Hilltoppers. Warriors win that draw. It's going to go back to number 5. That's going to be Dakota Stevens. He tried to move it up, gets it underneath the stick of number 7, Payson Landel. Micah Buckles comes over, picks it up, moves it back. Stevens off of the skate, trying to get it out of the zone. Does. Good break there by Mason Holes as he was streaking through the neutral zone. Unable to grab it, and that's going to be picked up there by number 10, J.J. Perez. Micah Buckles takes it from him, and then it's stolen by Rocco Cicerello. Warriors still with possession, trying to get it out of the zone. Coming through the neutral zone, skating with it. Holes makes a cut to the inside, unable to pull a trigger. If he gets it right past on the first goal for the Waupun Warriors as it gets past O'Brien as Mason Holes. Thought I had the instant replay set up, but I did not. So at 16-20, the Waupun Warriors going to score their first goal here. Elapsed time, if anybody knows that for hockey, elapsed time there, 40 seconds as Waupun. That's going to be number 9 on the goal. I'll see if I can pick up from Scotty Van Galen, who got the assist. Payson Landel on the assist. And I'm going to try and get my instant replay set up. Coming streaking hard, 7 right into the gut of Tyler Fromholz as he makes the save, and I'm going to get that instant replay set up. Back here to live action as the Waupun Warriors, 40 seconds in, take the lead here over the Homestead Hilltoppers. Skating hard with it is Michael Birmingham. Birmingham, one of the second wings. That's going to be fired. That's going to get wide of Fromholz. Warriors trying to get it out. Quinn Bailey there battling number 19 for the Warriors. It's going to be picked up by the D. Makes a quick pass. Can't see who that defenseman was. Believe that is Kyler Rice. They're going to be picked up there by Homestead, number 11, Nate Pound. He's talking to Coach Navarre. He said that it's going to be changing up and back and forth. Skating with his number 21, Jackson Lord, comes into the zone, centers it off the stick and skate of Sean West, the forward. Warriors trying to get it out. Landel moves it into the neutral zone, trying to tap it back in. Micah Buckles with it battling, wearing one of the C's here for the Waupun Warriors. Picked up by Dakota Stevens, and that's going to go underneath the stick, and that's going to be the first icing here. The Waupun Community Center at 14:50, as you can see on the New Medical Center scoreboard. 1-0 for the Waupun Warriors here at the beginning of the first period. Set the ice. Mason Holes out there with number 9. Whistle. Not sure what the whistle was for. I guess he's asking one of the Homestead players to back up. Got Wanowski out here on 1D. O'Brien giving up that quick goal. That's number 17, Ty Deemer in center. Pulls it out. Save there by Fromholz. Right out in front it was, but unable to pull the trigger. Number 10, J.J. Perez. Back centered again for the Warriors. Held in nicely. That's going to be picked up there by Stevens. Coming back the other way is Homestead. Cross ice pass. Gets it over to number 10. That's going to be Perez. Perez centered it. Nobody there to pick it up. Picked up there by Cicerello. Drops it back over to Perez. Perez brings it all the way back out to the top to number 4, Wanowski. Saved by Tyler Fromholz as he puts it into the corner. Homestead still working hard, keeping it in the zone. Warriors just trying to maintain some order here. Staying in their positions is one of the things that Coach Babich was trying to make sure would happen. Comes all the way back out here to Wanowski. Save again by Tyler Fromholz. Fromholz under attack and siege, but he's been able to hold things out of the back of the net. Good hit there by the Warriors. That's going to be bounced off, and that's going to be an icing. And unlike junior hockey, which I'm used to seeing with my son, you have to stay out there on the ice. Here at the high school level, you do not. So the Warriors take advantage, and they're going to go make a change. Out is number 18, center Nate Batzler, and he's going to be centering number 6, Ben Bruni. Picked up there, knocked down by Quinn Bailey, the other forward. Held in by number 24, Hunter Lord. Trying to clear it out is Cade Hartrink, the second defenseman for the Warriors. He's out there with Kyler Rice. Time in the zone is going to certainly be dominated here by Homestead, as at least in the beginning part. That's going to be picked off by Bailey. Bailey has a chance. Oops, I take that back. That's number 18 off of O'Brien. That is Nate Batzler, center, with a good attack there. Batzler has it at his feet. Battling in the corner. Getting some support by Bailey. Bailey centers it towards the front, and O'Brien sends it, punches it out. And it's going to be picked up again. Back in the center to number 7, Ian Vincent. And that's cleared at neutral ice. 12:42 left here on the New Medical Center scoreboard. Waupun Warriors 1-0 over the Homestead Hilltoppers. Coming back with it is Mason Holtz. He fires it off of the stick of O'Brien. Picked up there by Homestead into the corner. Moves it back into neutral ice. Stevens dumps it back in. O'Brien's going to come out and play it. Stops it. Gives it over to number 4, Jack Wynowski. Wynowski slams on the brakes and reverses back behind the net. Comes back off of the stick. Number 13, that's going to be Jonah Miller. And it's going to go all the way down, and that'll be an icing as that was behind the red line. So a 2-line pass is icing here in hockey at the high school level. And the tip there coming off of number 13, Jonah Miller, was behind the red line and then goes all the way down before another player can touch it, and that's going to be icing. Number 20 in at center, that's Hayden Reeder for the Warriors, wins it forward, which is one of the things you're starting to see, so it makes it a little bit more challenging to call who's won it, because it used to be who pulled it back. Skating hard with it is number 6, Cicerello. Cicerello gets around, dropped it, but nobody there to help pick it up, as he was expecting number 17 to help battle. Wrapping it around behind the net. That's going to come out to the neutral zone. Icing is going to be the call, and that's going to come all the way back down here with a face-off down in front of Tyler Fromholz to his blocker side. So Fromholz with a glove on the left side, considered to be a regular goalie versus a right goalie. It's a good thing they don't call him irregular. Face-off, won by Homestead. Picks it up, holds it in the zone. Picked off there, couldn't see the number for the Warriors. Giving pressure is Bruni. Skating hard, number 21, Jackson Lord. He fires off of the blocker of Tyler Fromholz. Picked up by Bruni. He gets it back out in the zone. That's number 23, Jaden Lopez. And that's going to go up into the rafters, so we'll have a face-off here right in front of the Waupun Warriors bench, and Coach Babich and Coach Nick Tank. Also, Coach Grant DeMaz on the bench for Waupun, no longer coaching at Beaver Dam. He's now come back and coaching at his alma mater. Fire just off wide. I don't think blocker on there by Fromholz is number 6. Rocco Cicerello pulls the trigger. And picked up by Homestead. Banks it off of the wall. Picked up there by number 10, J.J. Perez. Perez drops, swings it over. Fires. Good job there by Fromholz getting back in, trying to get a glove on it, is able to smother it and stop the attack. At 10:50 here on the New Medical Center scoreboard, the Waupun Warriors with a 1-0 lead over the Homestead Hilltoppers. Fromholz doing a good job there. In great position. Said this before, everybody knows my son, I think, well, most people know that my son played goalie here for the Waupun Warriors 2014 through 2018, and he's one of the reasons why they've got that Badgerland Conference Championship banner up here. But I think Tyler Fromholz is a much better goalie than my son was, and unfortunately he just hasn't had the supporting cast that Caleb had as a goalie. He continues to do his job, though, in net. over the past couple of seasons. Good move there by number 15. Stopped by the glove. Fromholz gets a glove on it again, as that was number Mark Schimpf pulling the trigger there for Homestead. Trying to get it out. Holtz picks it up. Gets it, skates it hard, gets it into the zone. Slams on the brakes, then loses an edge. But a good job there pinching by number 22, Micah Buckles, holding it in the zone at the blue line. Buckles pinches again. This time it gets Chimp past him as Chimp decides to go for the change instead of racing with it. And a good clear there by Stevens. Buckles back over to Stevens. Stevens looks to move it. Holds it too long. It's going to be picked off there by the Homestead Hilltoppers. Tries to wrap it off of the back, but a good job there again by Stevens to stop any shot attempt. Back in the center of the ice. Cleared by number 20 for the Warriors. That's going to be Hayden Reeder. And that's going to be an icing, as that's going to go all the way down. And once again, the only consequence is that it's going to be a face-off here in front of their goalie, Tyler Fromholz, for the Waupun Warriors. 9:35 left here on the first period clock on the New Medical Center scoreboard. Thanks again to New Medical Center for sponsoring our scoreboard. As you're listening to Jeff Sauer here from the Waupun Equipment Company broadcast booth that was built beautiful here by the Waupun Youth Hockey Association. Tried to get it centered again, and the Warriors pick it off. That's Ben Bruni skating with it. He gets rubbed off of their puck by number 21, Jackson Lord. Back in the center, Lord picks it up. Sides is going to skate with it. 3-on-2, coming with it is Lord. Lord looks, gets it in the center, off of the stick of number 13, Jonah Miller, I believe that was. And coming back the other way is the Warriors. Quinn Bailey has it, fires, catches into the face mask of O'Brien. Bailey tries to get in there, and the Hilltoppers take exception to him swinging on the goalie. So a good attack there by Quinn Bailey as he was trying to sneak one past Connor O'Brien. Again, Connor O'Brien, 4-0, one shutout so far in the season, .950 save percentage. And the Warriors, on their very first shot of the game, put one right past O'Brien to make it 1-0 here on the New Medical Center scoreboard. Held in by the Warriors, dumped back behind the net. Picked up there by number 4, Jack Wynowski, wearing the C. It's coming back in, it's skating hard. Stevens goes back to pick it up for the Warriors. Gets it back cleared. And now Mason Holes with it, makes a couple of moves, gets around, fires. That's going to be off of the glove and wide. That will not be a save as O'Brien is outside of the cage. And picks up, stops the puck, gets a reset here. The Warriors again skating hard and making a good attack. In at center is going to be number 20 freshman Hayden Reeder. Has an equipment issue with the helmet, is going to get that fixed. To his left will be number 9, Mason Holes, and to his right will be number 7, Payson Lando. Defense setting him, number 5, Dakota Stevens, and number 22, Micah Buckles. Forcing him to make a switch. Coming in at center is number 18, Nate Batzler. Holes decides to take it. Gets it over to Batzler down in the corner. Batzler looks to center, had an opportunity there as Lando was crashing. Holtz still has it. Drops it around. Batzler picks it up, banks it off of the wall. Good job there again by Dakota Stevens to hold it in for the Warriors. Picked up there by number 17, Ty Deemer. And he's going to lose it with good pressure again by number 18, and that's going to go popping up over the netting. And we'll have a face-off down here to the blocker side of Connor O'Brien. So we were talking before that when you catch with the left hand, that's considered a regular goalie. Connor O'Brien is a right goalie. He's got the glove in the right hand, so he'll be catching it here, and he's got the blocker on the left. Gets himself set in net. Number 17, Deemer. Puts it to the board, now picks it up, gives it to number 6, Rocco Cicerello. Cicerello goes hard to the net, but nobody there to provide support. Going after it is going to be Cade Hartrink, one of the defensemen for the Warriors. Hartrink battling, gets it out into the neutral zone, chips it past. Going after it is Batzler. Batzler makes a spin move under the pad and stopped by O'Brien. O'Brien wasn't sure that he had that and did make the stop at 7:33 As the Warriors, again, trying to sneak another one in here with good attack power we're seeing from the Warriors, just rolling those two lines. Let's hope that it doesn't catch up to them back in the third period. It's going to be number 11 that's going to hold that in. That's going to be Kyler Rice. Making a center ice breakout. Good moves there and good hands. Number 7, Michael Birmingham, makes a couple of moves. Good job by the defense to stop that attack. In the neutral zone. Dumped in. Hartring slams on the brakes. Makes a good escape move there. Brings it across the blue line into neutral zone. He's going to skate it himself. Gets across the blue line. Tipped off of the stick of the Homestead Hilltoppers number 21, Jackson Lord. Cross ice pass hard over to number 15, Mark Schimpf. And it's going to be cleared, and that's going to be icing. It's going to come all the way back down. And again, the consequence is we get a free change, get some fresh bodies out on the ice, and just have a face-off down here to the blocker side of Tyler Fromholtz. 6:39 left here in the first period on the New Medical Center scoreboard. The Waupun Warriors 1-0 over the Homestead Hilltoppers. Here on Youth Night in the Waupun Community Center, as all those youth were out there congratulating and giving that energy that they have to these Waupun Warriors as they've jumped out here hard in the first period. Trying to get it out. Under the stick of Batzler. Micah Buckles goes to pick it up. Ben Bruni with it. Bruni does a chip and go. Gets it over to Batzler. Held at the blue line, though, for Hilltoppers coming in on the attack. Gets it through the pads, and Tyler Fromholtz is able to squeeze those pads tight. It looked like he was going to be beat there, but able to keep it out of the back of the net as he pinched those feet quickly to seal it to the bottom of the ice, those pads, and get the save. Keep it at 1-0 on the New Medical Center scoreboard. Thank you for watching this Saputo Cheese Game of the Week, and a huge shout out to Saputo for being sponsors of our live stream. We appreciate that here at Radio Plus. Mason Holes, cross ice pass, goes out off the stick of Payson Landel. He just makes a little chip, gets it into the zone. I think he wanted to dump it around, but it did exactly what he wanted it to do. Trying to get it held in a neutral zone, dumped in by Micah Buckles. Warriors will be content just to keep dumping it down into their zone, not letting the Homestead Hilltoppers get something set up. That's going to be under the stick of Rocco Cicerello. He's going to try and get around Stevens. Stevens bodies him up hard into the wall. Payson Landel again had it, chipped it over to Mason Holes, comes through the neutral zone, crosses the red line, has it himself, cross ice pass, trying to get it in on the attack and nobody there to support it as he's going to go to the bench, I think, for a change. Picks it up on the chip. He's going to get it over to Micah Buckles off of the wall. And skating with it and going after it is Batzler, who had Quinn Bailey supporting. Now coming back the other way is number 6 for the Hilltoppers. Cicerello goes all the way behind that. Leaves it for number 10, who tried to toe drag and pull it in, J.J. Perez, and unable to keep it on his stick. Drop back, making a move. Hilltoppers with all kinds of pressure. Again, they certainly are winning the battle with keeping it in their offensive zone, but not being able to get anything past Tyler Fromholtz so far. See if I can pick up the saves when we get here. We're talking with Scotty Van Galen when he'll make that announcement. Wasn't able to keep track of that and run the camera and the computer. Centered, tried there by number 10, J.J. Perez. Give and go, long stretch passes here for the Warriors. Dumped in by 19, Quinn Bailey, and then he goes in on the forecheck. Gets there first, but then it's going to be wrapped around by the Hilltoppers. Off the stick, number 7, Michael Birmingham. He's going to go in with Cicerello. Birmingham gets to the net, picks it up, turns, fires off of the blocker of Tyler Fromholtz. Back in the center, tried to get it again, and no dice. So the Warriors are able to stop it. Good pad save there by Fromholtz, and then it's into the glove as Tyler Fromholtz once again stops anything from going to the back of the net at 3:56 here in the first period on the New Medical Center scoreboard. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here from the Waupun Equipment Company broadcast booth here on Youth Night from the Waupun Youth Hockey Association. Built this fantastic broadcast booth for me to be able to set things up. That's going to be fired towards the net, not going to get there. There's all kinds of traffic. Good hard hit, and that's going to be too hard. Number 21, Jackson Lord, and they're going to put him head contact. And he's going to come and have a seat in the sin bin here at the Waupun Community Center. And that's going to bring the face-off all the way down. Head contact is the call. We'll see if that goes up as a 2-minuter. It does. So at 3:49, the Waupun Warriors are going to go on the power play here. So Homestead will be down a player for 2 minutes of this 2:45. And I was looking at the stats again. If I remember correctly, I think I saw that Homestead so far has not given up a goal. They're 0-5 on the penalty kill. Head contact, so the first penalty of the game to Jackson Lord. Warriors working it around, taking their time, setting it up in the zone. Buckles fires off of the blocker. Try to get a wraparound as they had guys in front, and the Hilltoppers are going to clear. Fromholtz takes and makes the save, then leaves the puck off to the side. Buckles is going to pick it up. He's going to go through the neutral zone, makes a pass over to Bailey. Bailey tries to get in the zone, held in there by number 20. They're not going to say it came on. I don't think it did either. Warriors with it. Landel tried to pull the trigger. Good back check there, or stick check there by number 6. Warriors setting up down below the goal line. Comes up off the half wall, brings it all the way out to the top of the blue line. Micah Buckles fires, and that's going to go off of the pad of O'Brien. Warriors still continuing to set it up. 1 minute left here on the power play for the Warriors. Fired it back towards the net, tried to get it on the back side or see something off of the back of O'Brien. Buckles fires again, tip just up over the top and wide as it went over the Hilltoppers. Buckles fires, and that's going to go into the skates of number 3, Sean West. Hilltoppers have a chance here to clear it out, and they don't, as his Warriors have good pressure there. Held in, makes a move. Good laying out there by number 4, Jack Wynowski. Coming back to number 5, and that's going to go into the back of the net on a power play goal. Is going to be number 5 with the goal, I believe, for the Waupun Warriors. A power play goal. Let's see if we got that one on the instant. Didn't quite get there fast enough with the button, so I'll have to make sure that I get a little bit quicker here. I have to see if I can change that time on that. And that's going to be number 5 with the goal. Have to see who's going to pick up the assist. Power play goal with 2:16 left on the clock, and the Waupun Warriors are up 2-0 on the New Medical Center scoreboard. Stevens with a goal. Hayden Reeder with the assist. Number 20 picks up the assist on that power play goal for the Warriors. Fromholz gives one up at 1:54 to get one back for Homestead. Once again, a little bit late on the replay. Apologize for that. It's hard for me to swing the camera and swing over and grab that computer button at the same time. They're not set up right next to each other. Got this beautiful shelf unit here. First time giving it a run here, and I haven't been able to get that figured out. So we'll see who picks up that goal, and that will be an even strength goal. Birmingham from Perez. So number 7, Michael Birmingham with the goal. And number 10, J.J. Perez for the Homestead Hilltoppers picks up their first goal of this contest to make it 2-1. Now they kick out the Warrior center. Number 18, shaking his head there, Nate Batzler. And the officials coming in there saying, what are you shaking your head for? It's your own player. And Nate, young player, he'll get used to that. Picked up here, number 21 fires off of the blocker of Fromholtz. He sends it into the netting at 1:35 here on the New Medical Center scoreboard. The Waupun Warriors home with a 2-1 lead over the Homestead Highlanders. Face-off over in the corner to the glove side. Picked up there by 17. He shoots wide. Ty Deemer Wrapped in there by Cicerello. Intercepted there by the Warriors, trying to get it out into the neutral zone. Picked up there by Lord, who is guilty of the only penalty so far of the period, a head contact. Fires it towards Fromholtz. That's off of the blocker as number 17, Deemer, tried to make the shot. Picked up by Cicerello. Cicerello trying to get it wrapped around. Gets a give and go back to him. That's going to go off of the blocker of Fromholtz. 1 minute left here in the period. Thank you, Scotty Van Galen, for the announcement, and that's going to be an icing on the Waupun Warriors. At 53.6 left here in the first period on the New Medical Center scoreboard. 2-1 is the score from the Waupun Equipment Company broadcast booth here at the Waupun Community Center. Hilltoppers again have the possession arrow for certain and the time of possession here in this first period on the offensive zone with only 1 goal to show for it, as again Tyler Fromholtz has been solid. Fromholtz lost that one there as he had it pinned up against the net. Bring it out front, and they hammer it in the back of the net at 35.2. Quick enough to pull the trigger that time on the instant replay, so we'll get this down here. So 35 seconds left on the clock. Homestead puts the equalizer in the back of the net. Gets it past Fromholtz. I didn't pick up who got the assist there. I noticed see 15, Mark Schimpf was the one that get the goal. I know it was a beautiful feed from back behind, so I'll have to pick that up from Scotty Van Galen when we get here to the intermission. See who got that. Coming back with it still for 5 seconds left. Giving it back again. Hammers on in the back of the net with 2 seconds left. Great work there by Homestead Hilltoppers to take the lead here with 2 seconds left. So just like that in a flurry, 154 puts the first one. 35 seconds. So number 21, I believe, Jackson Lord with that goal. 11 saves for Fromholtz and 7 saves for O'Brien. So on the New Medical Center scoreboard, you can see the score up there in the right-hand corner. The Waupun Warriors trailing now to the Homestead Hilltoppers 3-2 here after the first period. Let's give some love out there to our sponsors. So again, a huge shout out to them for making sure that we can get this broadcast on the air. This is the Saputo Cheese live stream game of the week. I hope you've been enjoying it. This is Jeff Sauer making the call from the Waupun Equipment Company broadcast booth here from the community center off of the stage, I guess you could call it, of the Waupun Youth Hockey Association. We'll be back here after we hear from our sponsors.
Make an impact within your community with Marian University's Bachelor of Social Work program. Experience direct client contact from your very first course, taught by faculty with years of field experience. Apply to Marian University today. Explore the mind and expand yours. With Marian University's Psychology Bachelor's program, experience exciting classes, professional conferences, field placements, and a 93% job placement rate. Apply to Marian University today.
And Steve with us here, the other bar, Main Street, Waupun. We are gearing up for a big holiday push here. Steve, how about some gift certificates to the other bar here?
Well, it's stocking stuffer time, so we're going to bring back our special we've done for the last few years. Buy $25 worth of gift certificates, receive a free one-topping 12-inch pizza. No limit on that. You want to buy $200 worth of gift certificates and get 8 pizzas, knock yourself out. So obviously it's a great gift to give out, and then you get something in return, or you can give away the pizza certificates, so kind of a win-win for everybody.
Yeah. Taking a peek at the sports schedule, of course, the Bucks back at it, Packers bye week this week, but you'll have all the games on no matter who's playing.
Yeah, TVs always have lots of different sports, hockey especially now too. So there are all kinds of great stuff to check out down here. Great beer specials, great food specials, hot plates every day, something new and exciting, great homemade soups, so come check it out.
Steve with us here, the other bar, Main Street, Waupun. Have yourself a great week, man. Thank you.
You too, thanks.
J&J Trucking of Brandon is a proud sponsor of Laconia in tonight's game. John and Judy Hutter, the owners of J&J Trucking of Brandon. Milk transport and farm pickup, drop decks and vans, and more. A proud community sponsor of high school sports. They've been in business almost 30 years. Give them a call today, 346-2880 for J&J Trucking of Brandon.
Green Bay football players in Fond du Lac. After select Packer games during the 2021 season, fans can get up close and personal with the Pack. Ask player questions, get autographs, win preferred seats to the game plan when you sign up at Ray's TV and Appliance. To win the best seats in the house, follow 95 and 96.1 The Rock on Facebook and share the graphic. Have a shot at $1,000 when you play the Camera Casino Photo Finish Contest. All at the Home and Auto Game Plan presented by Midwest Overhead Door. This football season at Fat Joe's. Get schedule information at 961therock.com.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem. If you suffer from debilitating and chronic joint pain, learn how innovative medicine with human cellular tissue products can get you back to living your best life.
Hi, my name is Jorge. I was treated at New Medical Center for riding pain. Could not do the stairs or kick the soccer ball. So now I can do the stairs, play soccer again, and I can walk over 3 miles with no pain at all. I recommend this to any pain of the joints for everybody.
Go to newmedicalctr.com. Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757. Your health is our mission.
One of the neatest projects and programs that we have that I truly believe in is our 5 cents for the future program. Every time a customer swipes their Bristol Morgan Bank debit card, we donate 5 cents to our scholarship fund, which is administered by the Fond du Lac Area Foundation. And we provide scholarships for local students that are going to 2-year, 4-year school. We're there for up to a 4-year renewable scholarship.
Bristol Morgan Bank. Locations in Oakfield, Fond du Lac, Brandon, and Van Dyne. Log on, bristolmorganbank.com.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
How would you like your local business to not only reach a whole lot of people, but also be attached to high school sports? Radio Plus has got you covered. To advertise your local business during our video stream of high school sports, email nick@radioplusinfo.com. That's nick@radioplusinfo.com. Your business, your advertising message reaching this area. Let's work together. nick@radioplusinfo.com.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Community Center as you're listening to Jeff Sauer here on The Source Radio Plus broadcast here for the Saputo Cheese live stream game of the week. Just giving a quick update for what's happening here at the Community Center here in Waupun as the Waupun Warriors started out this contest doing a fantastic job, scoring 40 seconds into the contest as number 9 for the Waupun Warriors, Mason Holes, puts an even strength goal on the very first shot of the game with an assist by number 7, Payson Landel, puts it right past number 31, Connor O'Brien, the goalie for the Homestead Hilltoppers. Or Highlanders. I'm sorry, I keep calling them the Hilltoppers. I don't know why I do that. It's the Highlanders. I'll have to make sure I change that. My apologies. I think I even had it as Hilltoppers, so apologies out there to the Homestead people. I'll make sure that I change that from now on as the Highlanders. We're trailing 1-0 in 40 seconds, and then at 14:44 of elapsed time, a power play goal scored by the Waupun Warriors to make it 2-0. So if you know anything about the Waupun or about high school hockey, they play 17-minute periods, so they went scoreless between the two teams for a full 14 minutes. And then just like that, floodgates opened. Waupun Warriors scored the second goal. So that was by number 5 on the power play goal, Dakota Stevens, with an assist by number 20, Hayden Reeder. And then Homestead decided to kick things into gear, and they scored back to back to back. At 15:07 elapsed time, number 7, Michael Birmingham, with an assist by number 10, J.J. Perez, puts an even strength goal past the Waupun goalie, number 31, Tyler Fromholtz, for the first goal of the game for the Highlanders. Then number 15 for the Highlanders of Homestead, Mark Schimpf, scores at 16:25, so the period is almost running out. An even strength goal with an assist by number 3, Sean West. And then with only 2 seconds left on the clock, Homestead decides to take the lead as the goal goes to number 21, Jackson Lord, with an assist by number 15, Mark Schimpf, and number 3, Sean West. So Schimpf so far with 2 points on the game, and 2 points on the game for Sean West here in the end of the first period. Zamboni has cleared the ice as both teams are going to get ready to come back out here. The officials are trying to get things rolling here on Youth Night at the Waupun Community Center. Huge shout out again to Saputo Cheese for sponsoring the live stream game of the week, and to the Waupun Equipment Company for sponsoring our broadcast booth out here at the Waupun Community Center. And I want to give a huge shout out again to Jeremy Hopp and the Waupun Youth Hockey Association and the Waupun Hockey Board of Directors for taking the time to build this beautiful stand for me to do the broadcasting in. I got wires and cords running all over the place, which is normally what I do. But now I've been able to get my microphone stand sticking out there so that I could also pick up Scotty Van Galen making some of these announcements, and could pick up his national anthem and pick up some of the crowd noise, as well as run the camera and the computer a little bit easier. Tyler Fromholtz is going to come down here as he's going to switch ends with Connor O'Brien, so the Warriors are going to be on the long change. Fromholtz giving up 3 goals quickly in the last 2 minutes of the period, and the Warriors are now trailing 3-2. And one of the things that Coach Babich had said, in order for the Waupun Warriors to have any kind of chance whatsoever, Tyler Fromholtz is going to have to stand on his head. Get ready here for the puck drop. I'm going to make a quick adjustment here on my instant replay, and I'll be right back with you. All right, back here to live action. Homestead wins that draw, takes it right away, right down to the offensive zone, and tries to get it down by Tyler Fromholtz. Picked up there by number 17. He tried to center it. Micah Buckles picks it off. Again, Coach Babich saying that he's going to need to rely heavily on Micah Buckles. Buckles runs heavily into Wynowski's shoulder. Coming back the other way, making a move was Wynowski. Loses it at the blue line, and there's going to be a penalty. They're telling players to go to the bench. Down on the ice is one of the Waupun Warriors. I couldn't see it here as I was trying to swing the camera at the time to see who's down there in the corner. It's Micah Buckles misses, runs in hard to the board. Buckles was, what Coach said, is probably one of the better players on the team this year. In fact, he is. He's wearing the C. He's the top player, but Buckles went in hard. Seeing if they're going to try and make any call here. They're not. They're not letting him make a change either because of the injury over there. So Coach is over there talking to one of the orange stripes. It's going to be called 5-on-5, no penalty, as I don't think Buckles made contact specifically with a player. So it's going to be 5-on-5 skating. Should be down in the zone. Orange stripes are the only ones. Oh, I take that back. They're going to call number 17. We'll see what the call is here on Ty Deemer, as he's going to head to the sin bin, and the second penalty of the game is going to go against the Hilltoppers. So the first one was number 21, as he got called for head contact. So the Warriors are not, it's still going to be skating 5-on-5 as both players are going to go into the bench. So we got one for the Warriors and we've got one for the Hilltoppers. Unfortunately, the Warriors don't wear names on their backs anymore. They have the Warriors name instead, so I can't see exactly who that is over in the box. I'll see if I can pick that up here shortly when he skates out. But we're skating 5-on-5 since there was no penalty called. Homestead still on the attack. Once again, they dominated time of possession, keeping that puck down in the Warrior zone, swinging around at the blue line, dropping it, making a good move, trying to walk across the center, holds it at the line. Held in there, gives it to Wynowski. Wynowski drops it in low to Cicerello. Back centering it, tried to pull the trigger, unable to do so. Then he does, hammers it, and Tyler Fromholz right there, standing tall, keeping the pads closed, making the save. Fromholz cut his teeth playing with the Green Bay Junior Gamblers, which is one of the things, Caleb did that as well when he left to give him some exposure out there to some different hockey programs. And it certainly paid dividends for both of these goalies off of the blocker of Fromholz. Fromholz had much more success with the Gamblers as their team was ranked highly before Tyler Fromholz came there with the coach. I'm drawing a blank right now before they were able to get there. Caleb's team held their record of getting their ranking up to, I believe they were up to 32 at one time, but then the Gamblers were able to get that up to 4 with one of the professional coaches that came over that was from Stevens Point. I can't think of his name right now, and that's pretty sad of me, but I apologize for that. And he was able to get the Junior Gamblers develop their strong program. Tyler Fromholz was the goalie. Good move there by Ben Bruni as he's able to walk it through the zone, pulls the trigger, and that's going to go wide of O'Brien. Hard hit by number 23. That's going to be Jaden Lopez as he was going to keep crunches. Quinn Bailey fires into the belly, and Fromholz makes the trapper save. Here in the second period, 14-24, so Waupun Warriors trail the Homestead Highlanders 3-2 on the New Medical Center scoreboard. Homestead once again keeps it in the zone. Warriors trying to get it out, wrapping it around. Trying to chip it, held in there by Lord. Had the last goal for the Highlanders and also had one of their penalties. That's going to be icing by the Waupun Warriors. Once again, icing at the high school level does nothing except for get a whistle. Allows the teams to change. Brings the faceoff down in front of Fromholz, but the puck was down here anyways, so it really does no harm, except for they're not able to get it out of the offensive zone. But bringing fresh bodies certainly helps. Warriors are only running 2 lines, and that may come back to haunt them here in the third period. We'll see. Everybody goes that these are young high school athletes, but when they lay everything out on the ice here for every period, it takes a toll. Good pass there. Holes giving it over to Hayden Reeder. And that's going to be an icing this time on Homestead. And it'll bring it back here to the glove side. As we mentioned before, Connor O'Brien is considered a right goalie as he catches that trapper on the right hand. Number 17 in at center, Ty Deemer, against number 18, Nate Batzler. That one's going to go into the netting right behind the Waupun Warriors bench. So the Dentistry of Wisconsin coach's smile initially was on Coach Babich and Coach Tank and Coach DeMa of the Waupun Warriors as they jumped out quickly on that very first shot 40 seconds in. Coach's smile from Dentistry of Wisconsin was for the Waupun Warriors, and then that quickly changed as Coach Anthony Navari and Brady Ament and Brian Clements quickly had their smiles shifted as they pulled in the lead 3-2 over the Waupun Warriors towards the end of the period. Homestead trying to clear it out of their zone on the stick of number 6, Cicerello. He tries to clear it over, gets it over to number 17, Ty Deemer. Still out of the zone, so got to tag up. Gives the Warriors a chance to pick it up. Skating through the neutral zone. Dropping it in is Ben Bruni. O'Brien comes out to slow it down. Played by Winowski. Deemer's got on the side, gives, and it's going to be offsides. The number 6, Rocco Cicerello, just came in the zone before the puck got there. Looked like it was going to be close, but he came in with a stride before Deemer was able to get that puck into the zone. So face-off right down here in front of the Waupun Equipment Company broadcast booth. In front of the Holman Auto Sales, our pregame sponsor and one of the ice sponsors here for the Waupun Hockey Association. Skated over the WDS Construction logo as well. So thank you to the guy, Dakota Stevens, as he caught that on the back of the calf. Good job there, shaking it off. Landel tries to punch it forward. That's going to go off of the stick. Thought it went off of the stick of one of the Homestead Highlanders, and it's not. That's going to be a face-off outside of the zone. Having that conversation with the linesman and the official. And they say no, so it'll be a face-off inside the zone. I thought it looked like it went off of the stick of one of the Highlanders as it popped up into the netting. Coming back with it now is Homestead. Good move there by number 7, Michael Birmingham. He's got a goal, and that's going to sneak through the arm as Birmingham's going to get a goal here at 12:03. He's going to pick up the goal. Didn't quite adjust the time as much as I thought I had. I added a couple of seconds. I should have probably added a couple more. I should have stopped writing. Wanted to make sure I got it here, so I wasn't sure. I don't know if anybody's going to get the assist there on the 4th goal here, as I believe that was number 7, Michael Birmingham. Unassisted by Birmingham. That's what I thought the call was going to be, as he was well behind the red line and probably the blue line when he picked that up. Icing's going to be the call here, and it's going to come back down in front of Tyler Fromholtz. And Homestead puts its 4th goal up on the board. 12:03 on the clock, so a lapse time of 4:57. Unassisted goal to number 7, Michael Birmingham. Coming back the other way are the Warriors through the neutral zone. Skating with it is Bassler. Cutting back behind the player is going to make it offsides automatically as he goes behind Bailey. And that's, again, just a little bit of a mistake that younger players will make. Nate Batzler So he had Bailey going with him hard. Face off right in front of the Waupun Warriors bench. It's going to be won by Homestead, pulled back all the way to the corner. Changing directions. Bailey tries to follow through with a check. That's going to come out to the neutral zone. He's got to get back on side. Chipped there by number 11, Kyler Rice. Rice gives it back over to Hartrink. And it's going to be het back in. Hartrink gets a stick on it, chips it back into the neutral zone. There's going to be an interference, should be the call, and it is. On number 4, I think Wynowski is going to get the call. Cross-check is going to be the call. It should have been an interference call, I think. But they're going to give it to Wynowski. So that is going to be the 3rd penalty already. Cross-check. So the Waupun Warriors hopefully can take advantage of this power play. They scored on their first power play of the game to give themselves a 2-0 lead. And so far they're 1 for 2. As the second penalty of the game by number 17 was Ty Deemer, unable to execute on that. That's going to come off of cross-check to number 4, Scott Jack Wynowski. Coming with it, Bailey has it. Gets to get it in, does, and almost got a leak out on a shorthanded attempt there from Homestead. Battling, pulled out of there by number 20 for the Warriors, Hayden Reeder. And then it's going to squirt over number 10. He fires it on goal, gives the easy save to Tyler Fromholtz. As J.J. Perez. Little drop and a cross action behind the net off of the stick of Reeder. That's going to be dumped back into the corner. Homestead trying to kill this off. The Waupun Warriors seeing if they can get this thing closer to a 1-goal game. Micah Buckles skating through the neutral zone. Tries to make it in and picked off there by number 10, J.J. Perez. For the Homestead Highlanders. Drops it in deep into the corners. Seeing if they can get in there first on the forecheck, and picking it up is Mason Holtz. Trying to get it around number 23, and that's going to wrap around the boards. Go all the way down to the dasher and back behind in the King Manufacturing zone. The goalie zone for the King Manufacturing. Coming back with it, number 11 for the Warriors is Kyler Rice. He centers it. Oh, on the backside, had a chance. Fired it quick is Batzler. Waited too long, and O'Brien was able to recover. Again, quicker action needed here at the high school level against these high school goalies, and O'Brien played all last year as a freshman, so that experience was invaluable. Picked up there by number 6, Ben Bruni. Bruni has it up against the dasher board, moves it over here across. Back into the zone. Too many passes that time and tried to get it in, but it was able to recover. Dakota Stevens with it. Trailing is Batzler. He drops it into the corner. 2 seconds left, and that's going to do it for the power play. Both teams are going to be at full strength. Warriors fire again, blocked in front by number 21, Jackson Lord for the Highlanders. Coming back with it underneath the stick. Skating hard is number 3, Sean West, and that's going to be an icing. West thought he got there first. And the call goes the first one to the hash marks. So some of the players don't realize that that's what the icing call is, and it did look like to me that the Waupun Warriors were there first. So 8:47 left here in the second period on the New Medical Center scoreboard. Waupun Warriors trailing Homestead Highlanders 4-2. I'm not sure why I want to call them the Hilltoppers. That's Marquette. Coming back around, so I apologize to all of the Homestead fans out there. Little chip in goal. Good hustle there by number 17. Deemer gives it to number 6, Tyler Fromholtz. Saw it the whole way and covered it up as Rocco Cicerello pulled the trigger on that one. Didn't get a lot of muscle behind that one, I guess you could say. It fluttered a little bit. Those are the ones, though, that can be dangerous as you misread those. Fromholtz was right there all over it. Just past the halfway point here in the second period. Warriors still in there battling to see if they can keep this thing close here on youth night. 4-2, centered up off of the blocker. Fromholtz reaches up. A rebound came hard off of the glass. And Fromholz was in a little bit of trouble, but is able to recover. Behind the red line, Payson Lando chips it. Picked up there by number 24, Hunter Lord, on the ice as a defenseman for the Highlanders. Coming back with it. J.J. Perez steps in, fires up over the top of the glove. Once again, Tyler Fromholz doing a great job coming out and challenging high at the top of his crease. Having to come out of the paint to try and shut down as many of the angles as possible. Dakota Stevens had it there. Gets it into neutral ice. Quinn Bailey tried to chip it and then unable to do so. And unfortunately, Quinn then slammed on the brakes and put down the head. And he's got to get himself back in the play after you make a mistake like that. Tries to wrap it around. Nobody there. And a good pinch by number 19, Chris Achter. Coming back the other way. Bailey outlet at the red line. Loses it by West. Coming with it. 7 toe drags wide of the net on the shot by Michael Birmingham. Once again, Homestead dominating offensive possession time. And so far it's showing on the scoreboard, but the Waupun Warriors have done a good job putting 2 past O'Brien. Trying to get it in the zone. Chipped offsides. They get back. Picked up. Mason Holes had a chance there. Hammered it wide. Reeder going in there hard battling. Freshman for the Waupun Warriors. Young Warriors battling, and O'Brien decides to cover it at 6:15 on the clock here. 6:14 on the New Medical Center scoreboard. Here for the Saputo Cheese live stream game of the week. This is Jeff Sauer making the call from the Waupun Equipment Company broadcast booth. Reeder going against number 11, Nate Pound. Homestead with it, skating, gets around. Fires off of the blocker of Fromholz. Has got around Mason Holes. Again, that's going to be wide. Tries to get hard back as Fromholz gets back to his post quickly and then makes the glove recovery to make the stop. Faceoff is going to be to the Trapper side of goalie Tyler Fromholz. .553 left here on the clock in the second period of the New Medical Center scoreboard. As you can see there up in your upper right-hand corner. Warriors trailing the Homestead Highlanders 4-2. Quinn Bailey with it on his stick, trying to get it out. Clears it all the way over to the opposite side. Ricochets into the neutral zone. Then it gets pushed back in. Rice picks it up, takes it behind his net. Gets it over to Bailey. Bailey has it on the wall. He's going to get bumped there from Homestead. Centers it. Cade Hartrink with it. Chips it up off of the glass and is able to squirt it past the Homestead player. Bailey reads it, picks it up. Batzler now with it off of the skate of Bailey. He tries to fire it towards the net, unable to get it there. Into the corner. Good hard hit there for the Warriors. Oh, don't know what that was. Trying to throw an elbow, it looked like. That's going to go down in the corner. And it's going to be picked up there by number 5, Dakota Stevens. And we'll have a face-off down here on the Trapper side of the right goalie, Connor O'Brien. As that refers to the Trapper being on the right hand. Face-off with Hayden Reeder and number 10, J.J. Perez. Reeder wins it back. In the zone right now for the Waupun Warriors. Payson Landl has it. Moves it. Oh, just missed on the backside. Nobody there for the Warriors to try and make a little tap. As O'Brien was beat. Micah Buckles now with it. He dumps it in. Given chase. O'Brien plays it. Right in front of his net, got lucky there that it went underneath the stick. The Warriors, that would have been a dangerous pass there on the backside of the goalie. It's going to be dumped in there by Mason Holes. Picked up by Cicerello. Makes a couple of moves, makes a long stretch pass, gets it off, gets it over to Perez. Perez tries to make a move. Good play by Stevens. Trying to knock it down. Would have been a hand pass there by number 23. Tries to make a move. Good job there by Micah Buckles, trailing, and a good job there back checking and holding was number 20, Hayden Reeder, and there's going to be icing on the Warriors. And all that does is gets the whistle and gives them a chance to change their players. Faceoff's going to come down here at 3:52 on the New Medical Center scoreboard in front of Tyler Fromholtz. Right here by our pregame sponsor, Home and Auto Sales, one of the ice sponsors here at the Community Center for the Waupun Warriors and for the Waupun Youth Association and the Waupun Figure Skaters. Picked up there by number 7, Michael Birmingham. Birmingham has it right into the belly of Fromholtz. Didn't have it secured, but the official thought he did, so he blows the whistle. Not much you can do about that. Net looks like it moved off its moorings a little bit as well, but official checks it. Birmingham's going to take on Batzler in the center. Nate Batzler for the Waupun Warriors. It's going to be win there by Birmingham. He gives it to his defense, moves it down low. Warriors trying to clear it out. Good job there by Schimpf. Nice job by Rice. Hard fire. Fromholtz tight to the post. Doesn't panic, just stays in there big and tall. Reaches out with a glove and makes the snag to stop and get the whistle here at 3:21 in the second period. The Waupun Warriors trailing the Homestead Highlanders 4-2. It's interesting the different perspectives as I'm looking at the clocks from the scoreboard clock. That's off of the toe of Fromholtz as that shot came from Wynowski. Lord with it. Another one of the defensemen's pinching hard. Wynowski gets it over to Reeder. The freshman tried to clear it out. Wynowski pinches, gets into the center, has it off of the toe, and a good job there. The Warriors doing a good job of clearing and not leaving any rebounds. Skating with it is Payson Landel. Landel drills it into the body of Wynowski. Oh, laying out way too early. It was Micah Buckles. Unfortunately for the Waupun Warriors, nothing there. Fromholtz again sees it through traffic, makes the save. Under attack here. Fired again, and that's into the trapper, and he says enough. And that's going to be a late hit. I believe that's going to be on number, I thought it was going to be on 21, but that must be on 22. Micah Buckles is going to get called for the Waupun Warriors' first penalty. See what the official is going to call. 2 minutes. Oh. It's going to be 5-on-5 as they're going to put number 3 in the box as well. Sean West. Apologize for the stoppage there. A little tickle in the back of the throat. 2:26, two guys matching minors. Unsportsmanlike conduct is the call on Sean West. So there's your matching minors. Second time of the game that that's happened. So Waupun has their second penalty. Homestead with their 5th. Still skating 5-on-5 into the trapper. Good job there by Tyler Fromholtz. Under siege this entire period has been Fromholtz. He's only given up 1 goal so far in this period, but Homestead would have done a flurry towards the end of the first. Off of the blocker. The Cicerello pulls the trigger. The Warriors trying to get it out. They do. It's number 6, Ben Bruni, makes the pass across ice into the neutral zone. Picked up there by Hartrink. Off of Bruni, makes a little touch pass, gives it over to Bailey. Bailey looks to drop, gives it over to Bassler. 2-on-1, and instead he pulls the trigger, goes up over the top of the net as he had Bruni in the slot. Coming all the way back. Picked up there by number 5, Dakota Stevens. Stevens with the power play goal. Back in the center. And a good save there by Tyler Fromholtz as they had him. But a quick toe flick. And 1:20 left here on the New Medical Center scoreboard. And we get a whistle, and that's going to be icing as it's going to come all the way back down. Haven't had the opportunity to keep track of the saves this period, so I'll be waiting to hear from Scotty Van Galen to see what he has to say as far as saves for these two goalies. See if I can actually get the announcement here on the broadcast. That's going to be won by the Highlanders. Towards the net, number 19 kept it on the ice and had some sticks getting in the way. That's going to be Chris Achter. Warriors with it. Landel holds. Oh, I thought he held that toe. The official said no. I thought that he had it held on the line. As Landel tried to come in, came in just a little bit late. Hayden Reeder with the face-off. Right down in front of the score booth. Homestead with possession. 1 minute left in their period. Michael Birmingham was trying to go around. Chip, here's an opportunity for the Warriors if Holes can get there. Unable to get there in time. Homestead is able to pick it up. I believe that's number 19, Chris Achter. Trying to chip it away. Kyler Rice, the penalty is going to be called, and before Tyler Fromholtz can get to the bench to get the extra attacker on, it's going to be touched up by Homestead. See what the call is here. Hooking on number 9. So Homestead now with, got them down for 7 penalties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Waupun is down for 2. Twice that was skating 5-on-5 on those penalty situations as we had coincidentals or matching minors. 30 seconds left here for the Warriors to see if they can get another one on the back. And that's going to get flung down, and it gets into the penalty box. See the boys down there smiling at each other. They tried to flip that out to kill it. And they probably had a Highlander skating hard to get there first. Unfortunately, it hit right on the corner and it goes right in the penalty box. Again, this time they tried to whip it down. Micah Buckles gets in front of it, knocks it down. As Buckles comes out of the box, trying to get it back down. Still in the neutral zone. Buckles has it on his stick. Swings it out to number 15 for the Warriors. As Jonas Buckles gets a little bit of time on the power play. 1:29 left on the power play when the Waupun Warriors come back. Let's see if we can pick up the announcements on the saves.
Saves in the second period for Homestead. Tyler Ryan, 3. Tyler Powell, 17.
So you heard the announcement for the Chuck-a-Puck coming up from Scotty Van Galen. Saves in that period for Tyler Fromholtz, 17. 2-period total of 28. Saves for Connor O'Brien, only 3 for a total of 10 saves on 12 shots. We'll come back and give a summary. There's only one score that took place in that period. After we give a little bit of love to our sponsors again, so I want to give a huge shout out again. Thank you for Saputo Cheese for sponsoring the Game of the Week live stream, and also the Waupun Equipment Company broadcast booth for sponsoring our broadcast. And I want to give a shout out again to Jeremy Hopp and to the Waupun Hockey Association Board of Directors for putting the money together to make sure that the internet pipeline coming in here has been increased so that I can do the live stream here with the Wi-Fi. And also a shout out to them for building me this beautiful broadcast booth. They know I like to come down here and I do the youth tournaments and try and make sure that all of the youth that come and visit Waupun have an opportunity to get a decent broadcast. At least I hope that I give them a decent broadcast here on Championship Sundays so that they all get a chance to hear their names from a quick high school broadcast. And then I also want to make sure that Dentistry of Wisconsin, Coach's Smile, over there by Coach Anthony Navarre and Brady Ament and Brian Clements for their keeping this 2-goal lead here in the second period on the New Medical Center scoreboard. So thank you to New Medical Center as well. We'll be back here shortly.
Saputo Cheese, just outside of Waupun, is hiring. Become part of a great company and team. Due to their continued growth, Saputo has full-time benefit-eligible career opportunities available in their Alto facility. Saputo believes employees are the most important asset and driving force. Great benefits and more. Saputo Cheese is the place to be. Saputo is an equal opportunity employer.
We educate tomorrow's heroes today. Developed by the area's best nurses, your acceptance into Marian University's BSN program will allow you to take nursing courses in your sophomore year. Apply to Marian University today. In each community, forensic scientists crack the toughest cases. With Marian University's Forensic Science Bachelor's program, learn from industry-experienced faculty within a hands-on crime scene lab. Apply to Marian University today.
J&J Trucking of Brandon is a proud sponsor of Laconia in tonight's game. John and Judy Hutter, the owners of J&J Trucking of Brandon. Milk transport and farm pickup, drop decks and vans, and more. A proud community sponsor of high school sports. They've been in business almost 30 years. Give them a call today, 346-2880 for J&J Trucking of Brandon.
Green Bay football players in Fond du Lac. After select Packer games during the 2021 season, fans can get up close and personal with the Pack. Ask player questions, get autographs, win preferred seats to the game plan when you sign up at Ray's TV and Appliance. To win the best seats in the house, follow 95 and 96.1 The Rock on Facebook and share the graphic. Have a shot at $1,000 when you play the Camera Casino Photo Finish Contest. All at the Home and Auto Game Plan presented by Midwest Overhead Door. This football season at Fat Joe's. Get schedule information at 961therock.com.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem. If you suffer from debilitating and chronic joint pain, learn how innovative medicine with human cellular tissue products can get you back to living your best life.
Hi, my name is Deb. I have come here today for advanced arthritis in my knees. Before, I had a lot of trouble walking, doing stairs, getting in and out of my car, just your basic day-to-day stuff. Since I am walking stairs without handrails, I can get in and out of a chair. I can be a functioning person again. Please go to New Medical Center in Waupun.
Go to newmedicalctr.com. Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757. Your health is our mission.
One of the neatest projects and programs that we have that I truly believe in is our 5 cents for the future program. Every time a customer swipes their Bristol Morgan Bank debit card, we donate 5 cents to our scholarship fund, which is administered by the Fond du Lac Area Foundation. And we provide scholarships for local students that are going to 2-year, 4-year school. We're there for up to a 4-year renewable scholarship.
Bristol Morgan Bank. Locations in Oakfield, Fond du Lac, Brandon, and Van Dyne. Log on, bristolmorganbank.com.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Community Center. As you can see, the Zamboni is still here, just hitting the ice as we head chuck a puck for this period. We'll be back to give a recap. As you can see in the New Medical Center scoreboard up in the upper right-hand corner, Waupun Warriors trailing the Homestead Highlanders 4-2, but they'll be back on a power play when we get ready to broadcast here at the top of the third period. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on the Saputo Cheese live stream game of the week, as we're broadcasting from the Waupun Equipment Company broadcast booth. Here on Youth Night for the Waupun Warriors hockey program. We'll be back here for the third period call. Welcome back here to the Waupun Community Center. As you can see, the Waupun Zamboni has cleared the ice here as we get ready to start the third period. Let's give a quick recap of the scoring here in that second period. The only goal that was scored was at 4:07, elapsed time in the second period. It was number 7, Michael Birmingham, took it coast to coast with an unassisted goal. He was able to get it past the Waupun goalie number 31, Tyler Fromholtz, for the 4th goal of the game for the Homestead Highlanders. Making the score on the New Medical Center scoreboard, 4-2. You can see that Homestead has come out and taken the ice, or taken the bench, waiting for the officials to come out, and then the Waupun Warriors will also take the bench out there as they get ready here for the broadcast. Here in the third period, Waupun seeing if they can pull things back together here on Youth Night. Again, a huge shout out to the sponsors of the ice sponsors for the Waupun Warriors. King Manufacturing for their sponsorship right behind the visitors net, I guess you could call it, as that's the first and the third periods. And then Home and Auto Sales for their sponsorship of the ice right down here in front of the visitors' side. And then WDS Construction for their support as well. The Waupun Warriors are going to start the third period here on a power play for 1:29 to see if they can pull this in within a 1-goal differential here in the third period. All right, here we go with action here. So thank you again to fans of Homestead for being understanding. I apologize for making that mistake. Getting ready here for the face-off. Waupun on the power play here at the start of the third period. That's fired down there by the Highlanders. It's coming skating back this way through the neutral zone as Micah Buckles with it. Makes a move around the defense. Centers it as an opportunity here for the Warriors. Turn, fire, stopped in front by one of the defensemen, as that was Hayden Reeder who pulled the trigger. Picked up there by Quinn Bailey. Bailey at the neutral zone, crosses the red line, gets into the blue zone, steps across. Could have been a trip called there, but not called. Centered. Stick lifted there on Payson Landel as he was sitting in the slot, and that's going to get underneath the stick of Micah Buckles. Fromholtz is going to come out and play it. He's got Bailey out here wide, gives it to him. Bailey turns, tries to get in the zone, and a whistle. Not sure what the whistle's for. They're going to call offsides. Ooh, I didn't see that play, unfortunately, for the Waupun Warriors. 39 seconds left here in the power play. To see if we can get a power play sponsor out there. I'm seeing who we could see if we could possibly get. Sorry about that camera action there also on the scoreboard. Apologize for that. Moved my computer up there. Now that twisted everything, so have to do a reset on that as well. Warriors fired. Oh, caught him by surprise, but he's able to fight it off as that was a good hard shot there by Ben Bruni. But Connor O'Brien stands tall there in net. Catches it off the inside of the blocker, knocks it down, and then is able to put the glove on it. 15:59 left here in the third period. Sends both centers out, so the linesman is not messing around at all. Sends them both out. Comes out here, picked up by the Highlanders. Makes a move. Gets inside. Oh, good job there is number 11 for the Warriors, Kyler Rice. On top of number 7, Michael Birmingham kills the time. 13 seconds left. Highlanders drills it into the skates of Bruni, and it's going to come all the way down. Two Warriors collide, knock each other off their skates, and we're back at full strength. He's coming back on the ice is number 9, Ian Vincent. That's going to go into the glove of O'Brien at 15:22. Got to see if I can get myself back into the swing here after taking a quick break there and running down. See if I can get my camera here fixed a little bit as well on that scoreboard. I think I just made it worse, so apologize for that. New Medical Center scoreboard. Coach Navarro not agreeing with Navari. Sorry about that. Not agreeing with the officials' calls. Right out in front. Unable to pull the trigger is Payson Landel, as that was a good feed from the Warriors down below the goal line. It's going to be picked up there by number 10, J.J. Perez. Back into the slot. Was a feed there by Mason Holtz. Reeder tries to get it out there to Landel. Dakota Stevens chips it on the backhand. Pitchforks it down below. Past that King Manufacturing. Warriors with possession. Here's an opportunity. Reeder changes directions. Tried to get it off the shoulder. Reeder has it. Unable to pull the trigger on the backhand as he knocked it down. Back on the backside was Mason Holes, and no support there, but the Warriors unable to execute. Reeder again with it, down below the goal line. Tries to set it out in front as Landel is sitting there waiting. Landel pinches, holds it in here, so good pressure here by the Waupun Warriors to keep it on the offensive zone on the attack. Cleared out by the Highlanders. Pinched by Micah Buckles, and he drills it right into number 19, Chris Octor. Still in the zone, now at the neutral zone. Picked up by Ben Bruni. He skates it back in for the Warriors. Down below the goal line is Bruni. Has it, gets it out front. Good job there by O'Brien to get the stick of the goalie on it. And then tried to get it on the backside. Now coming back the other way. Buckles is able to catch up to number 10, J.J. Perez. Down into the corner. Perez and Buckles go down. No call. Birmingham with it. Stepping up is Lord. Lord has it. Blocked by Bruni. Going to send them both to the box as Buckles was battling in there with J.J. Perez. Sends them both to the box. The official said he's had enough of the roughhousing, so he says go on and take a seat, cool down a little bit. So the Warriors, short hit without Micah Buckles, still be skating here 5-on-5. Warriors still need another skater out there. Tip opportunity there by Schimpf. Now a penalty is going to be called on Waupun. O'Brien's going to get to the bench as the Homestead Highlanders are going to hold on to possession. Wait till that extra skater gets there. Sets it up front and he dumps it, and unfortunately, just as the skater hits the ice, number 3 tries to feed it out front. That's Sean West. Hooking's going to be the call on number 11 for the Waupun Warriors. That's going to be Kyler Rice. And now the Warriors are going to be shorthanded here on the New Medical Center scoreboard as they're going to have to go on the penalty kill. I had that stats information printed off before, and I just still am trying to get myself organized with this. It's a beautiful setup that they have here, but I got to make sure I've got the right stuff. Waupun, here it is on their penalty kill so far on the season. They've killed off all 5 of their penalties, plus this is the first one on them tonight. So let's see what Homestead can do as they're setting it up. Running it at the point. Back into the slot. Fired. Good job there collapsing. Missing are the Highlanders. Run here again by number 4. Setting it up off of the side is Wanowski. Back in the high slot. Good job there by Mason Holes to battle and take him from the stick check from behind. On the backside, tries to make the feed, walks in. No way is he getting that past Tyler Fromholz is right there battling. Wanowski tried to get it on the backside to number 23 for the Highlanders. Was right out in front again. Sorry about that. Jaden Lopez. Lopez goes to give chase. O'Brien picks it up and gives it off to number 4, Jack Wanowski. Off of the stick, Jackson Lord comes in, big, tall forward, or defenseman. Goes to set it up, decides to take it up to the point. Gave it over to Winowski. Winowski has it. He skates it down low. Off over to Cicerello. Cicerello to back over. Back in front. He tries to get it towards the net. Tyler Fromholz is ready with a stick, and that's going to clear out into the neutral zone for the Waupun Warriors. Dumped all the way down in the corner. Homestead gives chase. Jackson Lord picks it up. Gets it up here quickly. Moves it over to Cicerello. Cicerello has it down into the corner. Tries to set it up from there. Back into the high slot. Gives it over to Winowski. Misses it. Gives a give and go, and both teams are at full strength. So the Warriors again kill off the penalty. And they are 0 for 6 so far on giving up goals. And they were able to execute on a power play goal this year. So fantastic for the Waupun Warriors. 0 for 6 so far on the season for penalty kill. I've had one power play goal on looks like 4 opportunities. So 1 for 4 tonight, 2 for 8 in the season. Homestead centered it, but nobody there. Lando's going to go pick it up. Lord on this defensive heels. Good stick, long stick there. Is able to knock it away from Lando. Lando holds it up against the board. It's getting manhandled up against the board there by Nate Pound and by Jackson Lord. Batzler's going to go in there hard with a shoulder, and it's going to squirt free. And Lord had 2 Warriors pinned to the ice. Trying to get out of the zone. They do. And now it gives Homestead a chance to pick up the puck and set it up. Popped up in the air, knocked down by number 24, Hunter Lord. There's a chance. Mason Holes trying to get there first, unable to get around Jackson Lord. Jackson Lord using his edges, gets across, fires. That's an easy save for Tyler Fromholz, puts it towards the net. Seen a lot of those so far in the in the ACHA hockey for my son in the Illinois State. All they're doing is padding the goalie stats by taking that shot from the blue line, especially when you've got a good goalie. Very rarely is that going to go in. Tries to make a move down by the dots. The Cicerello comes back around for the Waupun Warriors in the corner, picked up, knocked down there by number 4, Jack Winowski. At neutral ice, Warriors. Homestead picks up again. Picking off there is Cicerello. Rocco Cicerello with it behind the net. Looks to center it. Tried to get it out in front. Winowski makes a move. He's got the high slot on the backside. Good save there by Fromholz. Pushing off hard on the post. And the net gets dislodged. There's the whistle at 9:16 here in the third period, as the Waupun Warriors are trailing the Homestead Highlanders 4-2 on the New Medical Center scoreboard. Coming in to take it at center is Michael Birmingham for Homestead. He battles against Hayden Reeder. And that's going to be icing and dumped all the way down. O'Brien's going to push it up. All the way down. Almost gets it there perfect at center ice. Gets it over to the linesman. Birmingham has it in the slot. Pulls the trigger way high and wide. He was skating it in, banging it off of the wall, trying to get it out. Once again, Birmingham holds it in. Gets there first, centers it off of Fromholz. He reaches back up and snags it with the glove. And a good instant replay here. Tyler Fromholz with some fancy glove action there. Winowski picks it up. He fires it towards the net, tipped. Fromholz stays there, reaches out to poke check it, lays out, has a Highlander lay on top of him, but is able to recover. That's going to be a hand pass, or is it going to be offsides? I think it's going to be offsides. I thought it might be a hand pass, but lineman calls that he was offsides. Almost the halfway point here of the third period, and the Waupun Warriors have not been able to put anything back on the scoreboard, the New Medical Center scoreboard. Ooh, drills the linesman, picked up there by Mason Holtz. No support. All he's got is red around him. Nice pass there, and a saucer pass. Nice stop by O'Brien. Payson Landel tried to pull the trigger and get it past, but O'Brien is right there to shut the door. Warriors still with possession. Hayden Reeder gets rubbed a little bit there by number 11, Nate Pound. Skating with it is Jackson Lord. Lord comes in hard. Very aggressive defenseman. Tries to get it back out front. Does, but Tyler Fromholtz right there. Doesn't panic. It's going to be all the way down. No icing is the call. That's going to be picked up by Pound. Pound has it. Center ice pass. Picked up there by Micah Buckles. Buckles swings it. Good hustle again. Trying to make a move as Quinn Bailey gets in the slot, fires, and that's going to go right into the glove of O'Brien, who's going to make the save. At 7:47 here in the third period, the Waupun Warriors trailing the Homestead Highlanders 4-2 on the New Medical Center scoreboard here in your upper right-hand corner. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here, broadcasting for Radio Plus and The Source here on the Saputo Cheese livestream game of the week. The Waupun Warriors are taking on the Homestead Highlanders. And I've been messing that up all night, so again, I appreciate the patience. Thank you very much. And I appreciate the parents not being too overbearing and coming on up and just correcting me and letting me know that is the Highlanders. And I knew that, and they were really gracious about it, and I apologize for calling them the Hilltoppers because that's Marquette. That's a Milwaukee area rival school. Picked up here where the Warriors in neutral ice. Quinn Bailey has it. Tried to get it towards the net where Ben Bruni was. He tried to give it back to the D. Nobody there. Hard fire there by Nate Batzler. Bad angle shot, but put it towards the net. Picked off by Bruni. Bruni has it. Batzler is going to step in. It's going to come back to the neutral zone. Skating with it is number 10, J.J. Perez. Gives it to Winowski. Offsides is the call as Winowski fired it towards the net. Face-off outside the zone here in the neutral ice. Right in front of the broadcast or the score box here down at the Waupun Community Center. Broadcasting here from the Waupun Equipment Company broadcast booth. Again, they built me a beautiful facility here, so I'm going to constantly be preaching about that because anybody knows I've been hauling tables and stands back and forth, and I've had to actually set up the camera from the steps, and here comes Mason Holtz, tries to get around, does, and he runs into the goalie, so it's going to knock the moorings off. It wasn't intentional. He had the chance. O'Brien makes the save. O'Brien's asking Winowski why he didn't push him wide, I'm guessing, but O'Brien's okay. As Mason Holtz goes charging in hard, trying to put it past to get the third goal for the Warriors. 6:35 left here on the New Medical Center scoreboard clock. Picked up there by Michael Birmingham. Birmingham's fancy and some good speed. Gets around net. Gets around. There's going to be a slash that's going to be called. I believe that's going to be on Reeder. It is. Hayden Reeder's going to be called for slashing as he knocks the stick out of Birmingham's hands. And now the Waupun Warriors are going to have to go on the penalty kill once again. That's 6:19 here in the third. 0 for 6 so far our opposing teams as the Waupun Warriors penalty kill has been awesome so far on this season. I believe this is going to be their second chance as Reeder's going to get called. Held in the zone by Homestead. Ball wide open on the backside. Good job there with a stick by Dakota Stevens to stop that pass coming in. So Waupun's going to be on the penalty kill here. 30 seconds gone so far as they have wiped that out. Good stick action. Running it from the point. Knocked down again in the shin pads of Micah Buckles as he steps out. protecting his goalie. Good job coming back into the play by Micah at the point, working on this umbrella. Backs into the slot, wide of the net, and Tyler Fromholz just calmly reaches over and puts the trapper on top of it and gets the freeze. So almost a minute gone on that penalty by the Waupun Warriors. 5:26 left here in the third on the New Medical Center scoreboard. 4-2, the Homestead Highlanders with the lead over our Waupun Warriors. Going to toss out number 7, Michael Birmingham. It's going to be dumped all the way back here at center ice. O'Brien's going to play it. Takes it back behind on the King Manufacturing logo, leaves it there. For number 4, Jack Winowski. He gave it over to Jackson Lord. Picked up there by J.J. Perez. Winowski running the umbrella coverage here. He's got the point back into the slot. Gives it over to Cicerello, who gave it up to Winowski. He pulls the trigger. Unable to get the tip on it as calmly Tyler Fromholz once again reaches out that big trapper and secures it. With 38 seconds left here on the power play for Homestead. The Warriors doing a good job of killing it off. Mason holds in at center, comes into the slot, picked up, hammered down by Payson Landel. O'Brien's going to pick it up. Warriors again just coming across the blue line, not putting much pressure, and as they fall back in, trying to trap, but doesn't get it executed, but does get the turnover. And once again, the lineman gets drilled in the back of the shins, or back in the calves this time. Picked up by Jack Winowski. In the slot, wide with a chance there. Tyler Fromholz again way up high. That's going to be chipped free, and the Waupun Warriors are going to kill off another penalty, and that'll make it 0 for 7 as the opponents on the penalty kill. Reeder loses his stick. That could have been easily called a penalty as he picked off the stick of the other opposing player. It's not. Warriors trying to get it cleared out. 4 minutes left. Great showing here for the Waupun Warriors so far this evening. Holding down Homestead, who has been putting up points left and right. Good job there getting the skate in the way of Micah Buckles. Picked up there by Nate Batzler. Batzler crosses the blue line, and that's going to be dumped, and that's going to be icing as he just crosses the blue line and dumps it. All that does is bring it right back down here as a face-off. This time it is hurtful because they had already had possession. All he had to do was skate across the red line. Batzler drills the face-off forward. Homestead has it. Trying to get it centered. Picked up there by Mark Schimpf, sorry about that. Apologize, Mark. Right into the body, and here's a chance for Quinn Bailey, knocking it down, gets across the blue line, gives it over to Ben Bruni, and there was a chance for the Waupun Warriors. That's going to go into the corner. Bruni goes in there battling hard, trying to pick it up. Has it, gets it over to Bailey. Bailey tries to wrap around. O'Brien there tight to the post. That's going to sneak out. Schimpf is going to go after it, see if he can get there first, and he does. Picked up. Dakota Stevens puts a little bit of pressure on. Tries it back over to Schimpf. Schimpf tried to get it over, and a good job there by Nate Batzler to tie him up. Comes out to the blue line. Dump back in. That's going to have to tag as they're going to be offsides. So there's the delayed offsides coming back. Homestead sets. Back in the neutral zone. Across the blue line. Picked up there by number 24, Hunter Lord. And a whistle is going to be called. Too many men on the ice, 6 men. And Homestead's going to execute the penalty. That's going to be number 9, who's going to be serving it as there's too many men. And the Waupun Warriors are going to have an opportunity again here on the power play. They've executed once, and we got a timeout here. And with that timeout, let's see if we can give a chance for our sponsors to sneak in a little bit of airtime here.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Home and Family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
J&J Trucking of Brandon is a proud sponsor of Laconia in tonight's game. John and Judy Hutter, the owners of J&J Trucking of Brandon. Milk transport and farm pickup, drop decks and vans, and more. A proud community sponsor of high school sports. They've been in business almost 30 years. Give them a call today, 346-2880 for J&J Trucking of Brandon.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Community Center. Just a reminder to the Waupun Warrior fans out here that the Waupun Warriors will be having Pink Out the Ring. Normally this takes place in January, but this time it worked best into their schedule to do this on this Saturday at 5 p.m. And the recipient of this year's charity is Jessica Schultz. Once again, if you're not familiar with the Pink Out the Ring here, they pack this place and they do everything they can to provide support for cancer survivors or cancer patients who are battling cancer here in the local community. So the Waupun Warriors have been doing this for a while. That stick's going to be lifted, and all of a sudden, the Warriors that were on the power play are now going to be tied at 4-4 as Nate Batzler is going to get called for lifting the stick too much. So it's going to be called interference, and now we're going to have a face-off back down here by Tyler Fromholtz, who had come off the ice. Looked like he was going to try and head off of the ice to help the Waupun Warriors get that 6th attacker out. And instead, now they're skating 4-on-4, so Batzler is going to be called for interference. On the New Medical Center scoreboard, you can see 2:17 left on the third period. The Waupun Warriors trailing 4-2 to the Homestead Highlanders. Skating 4-on-4, so even strength. Trying to get it past. Nice move there by Rocco Cicerello. He puts it up back on center. Jackson Lord has it for Homestead. Gets it back over to Cicerello. Gives it to Winowski. Winowski fires, and that's going to be an easy glove save there for Tyler Fromholtz. Skating here 4-on-4. Warriors need to see if they can get some pressure down on the other end of the ice here to see if they can get at least one goal to get this back to competitive, and then see if they can bring that fifth attacker maybe back on. In the neutral zone, it's number 20 for the Warriors. That's Hayden Reeder. Dumps it into the corner. Giving chases Mason Holes. Mason Holes has almost got it picked off. Lord battling in their hole. Centers it. But a good stick there by O'Brien. Coming back the other way is Homestead through the neutral zone. Skating hard with it is number 4. Makes a move. And a good save there by Tyler Fromholtz as he gets the pad down on it. Great move there by Jack Winowski. An amazing save there by Tyler Fromholtz as he reads him coming all the way across and makes the save. With 1:23 left here in the third period. And if you've been watching the hockey game, you notice that as they get further and closer to the end of the period, it seems like there's a lot more whistles and a lot more stoppage of play. 4-on-4 skating for 58 seconds. And then Homestead will have a power play for 8 seconds. Warriors trying to get it out of the zone. Give and go. Holtz gives it over to Reeder. Reeder gets hard hit there into the glass. The Warriors stay with possession. Trying to get back off sides. Reeder was hit hard in the boards. Couldn't get himself back on side before number 11, Kyler Rice, was able to take it into the zone. That's going to get us a stoppage of play here. A face-off right down here in front of our Waupun Equipment Company broadcast booth. Won by the Warriors. Then it gets underneath the stick of Hartring. Then picked up there by number 7 with quick speed. Birmingham, and a save by Tyler Fromholtz. It looks like he dislodged the net a little bit there. Michael Birmingham, good edges. I've been watching him skate. He's done a fantastic job. Inexperience, if I remember talking to Coach Navari, that his second line is a younger, but they have more quickness, whereas the first liners are physical, but I would say that they also look like they were pretty clean on passing and good skating ability as well. Cleaned out there by Micah Buckles. Mason Holes gives chase. Picked up there again by number 4, Jack Wanowski. He gives it over to Birmingham. Birmingham makes a move into the blocker, or into the trapper, and then it's going to drop right down to the pads. Tyler Fromholtz makes the save. 32.6 seconds left here in the third period on the New Medical Center scoreboard. 8 seconds left on the on even strength skating, 4-on-4. One there by Homestead, the Highlanders, keeping possession. Ty Deemer going in there. Homestead is at full strength here for 4 seconds remaining. Tries to make a move. Good job there. Fromholtz trying to find the puck. Does get a hold of it. And at 14 seconds left on the clock, 4-2 is the score. And I think that's going to do it, although we saw Homestead put up some quick ones. I don't think the Waupun Warriors are going to be able to get up and down the ice here in 13.3 seconds the way that Homestead has been playing. Whistles are going to end up kicking the center out as Batzler is coming on a little bit late. He gets in at center, gets it over. Homestead drops it behind the net. Buckles has it. He tries to send it down. That's going to be icing. O'Brien smart plays it to keep the clock running, dumps it behind the net, gives it, and that's going to do it here for this contest as the Waupun Warriors drop this contest. But I'll tell you, they have nothing to hang their heads on, as the Homestead Highlanders have just been dominating. "36 saves for Tyler Fromholtz in this contest, 18 in this period, 15 total for Connor O'Brien. Next broadcast that we're going to be hopefully having, I don't know if I'll be here yet or not. I'm waiting to see what happens with my son, as he's supposed to be playing a game of college hockey over in Illinois, and we try and travel whenever we get a chance to go see him. So I wasn't aware again about the pink out. So if we are here, we will be back on the air at 4:45 for the pink out. If not, please come on down here and support the Waupun Warriors hockey community, as Jessica Schultz is the recipient that's going to be receiving all of the funds from the pink out contest. We'll give a little bit of love, and we'll give just a quick recap of all of the action that took place here. As you can see, the coaches and the players meeting with the officials, as is traditional for hockey. So we're going to give a little bit of love here to each one of our sponsors, and then we'll come back with a quick wrap-up here for this Saputo Cheese live stream game of the week here from the Waupun Community Center.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the home and family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Chronic joint pain. It's all you think about. It prevents you from doing the things you love, like playing with your kids and grandkids, golfing, going for a walk, or just trying to tie your shoes. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem. If you suffer from debilitating and chronic joint pain, learn how innovative medicine with human cellular tissue products can get you back to living your best life.
Hi, my name is Mitch. I was treated at New Medical Center for knee pain. I had problems walking or standing for any length of time, but now after 3 months, I have hardly any pain. It's like 90% gone. I don't think twice about my knees anymore. Anybody who is thinking about knee surgery, I would definitely recommend this procedure. You
Go to newmedicalctr.com. Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
One of the neatest projects and programs that we have that I truly believe in is our 5 cents for the future program. Every time a customer swipes their Bristol Morgan Bank debit card, we donate 5 cents to our scholarship fund, which is administered by the Fond du Lac Area Foundation. And we provide scholarships for local students that are going to 2-year, 4-year school. We're there for up to a 4-year renewable scholarship.
Bristol Morgan Bank. Locations in Oakfield, Fond du Lac, Brandon, and Van Dyne. Log on bristolmorganbank.com.
Make an impact within your community with Marian University's Bachelor of Social Work program. Experience direct client contact from your very first course, taught by faculty with years of field experience. Apply to Marian University today. Explore the mind and expand yours. With Marian University's Psychology Bachelor's program, experience exciting classes, professional conferences, field placements, and a 93% job placement rate. Apply to Marian University today.
Saputo Cheese, just outside of Waupun, is hiring. Become part of a great company and team. Due to their continued growth, Saputo has full-time benefit-eligible career opportunities available in their Alto facility. Saputo believes employees are the most important asset and driving force. Great benefits and more. Saputo Cheese is the place to be. Saputo is an equal opportunity employer.
How would you like your local business to not only reach a whole lot of people, but also be attached to high school sports? Radio Plus has got you covered. To advertise your local business during our video stream of high school sports, email nick@radioplusinfo.com. That's nick@radioplusinfo.com. Your business, your advertising message reaching this area. Let's work together. nick@radioplusinfo.com. J&J Trucking of Brandon is a proud sponsor of Laconia in tonight's game. John and Judy Hutter, the owners of J&J Trucking of Brandon. Milk transport and farm pickup, drop decks and vans, and more. A proud community sponsor of high school sports. They've been in business almost 30 years. Give them a call today, 346-2880 for J&J Trucking of Brandon.
And Steve with us here, the other bar, Main Street, Waupun. We are gearing up for a big holiday push here. Steve, how about some gift certificates to the other bar here?
Well, it's stocking stuffer time, so we're going to bring back our special we've done for the last few years. Buy $25 worth of gift certificates, receive a free one-topping 12-inch pizza. No limit on that. You want to buy $200 worth of gift certificates and get 8 pizzas, knock yourself out. So obviously it's a great gift to give out, and then you get something in return, or you can give away the pizza certificates, so kind of a win-win for everybody.
Yeah. Taking a peek at the sports schedule, of course, the Bucks back at it, Packers by a week this week, but you'll have all the games on no matter who's playing.
Yeah, TVs always have lots of different sports, hockey especially now too. So there are all kinds of great stuff to check out down here. Great beer specials, great food specials, hot plates every day, something new and exciting, great homemade soups, so come check it out.
Steve with us here, the other bar, Main Street, Waupun. Have yourself a great week, man. Thank you.
You too, thanks.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Community Center as we get here quickly for the post-game as Christine File Insurance, American Family Insurance, post-game show. Just a quick wrap-up here. Waupun Warriors fall to the Homestead Highlanders 4-2. Scoring took place like this. Waupun Warriors quickly, 40 seconds into the contest, put one right in the back of the net on the very first shot. Caught Connor O'Brien by surprise. And the Warriors led right away 1-0 as Mason Holtz with an assist by number 7, Payson Lando, puts the first points on the board. Continuing there in the first period with 2:16 left in the first period, Waupun with a power play is able to score a power play goal. Is number 5, Dakota Stevens, with an assist by number 20. Hayden Reeder is able to put the second points up on the board, and the Waupun Warriors led 2-0. And that's it for the Waupun Warriors as Homestead decided that they were going to pour it on before the end of the period. With 1:54 left in the period, Homestead comes roaring back and puts number 7, Michael Birmingham, puts the first points on the board with an even strength goal for Homestead Highlanders, assisted by number 10, J.J. Perez. And about a minute, 10 seconds later, 35 seconds left on the clock, Homestead scores again. As number 15 scores the goal. That's Mark Schimpf. And I can't remember who had the assist there. I apologize on that. And then with 2 seconds left in the contest, Homestead takes the lead as number 21, Jackson Lord, scores on a beautiful pass by Mark Schimpf, number 15, and another assist by number 3, Sean West. In the second period, 4:07, lapse time. Homestead scores their fourth goal as number 7, Michael Birmingham, unassisted, puts up the 4th points, and that does it for the scoring for the Waupun Warriors. Saves again for Connor O'Brien, the goalie for Homestead Highlanders, who is now 5-0, as 15 saves on 17 shots. And Tyler Fromholtz for the Waupun Warriors, number 31, the senior goalie, with 36 saves on 40 shots. That's going to do it here from the Waupun Community Center. You've been listening to Jeff Sauer here on The Source and Radio Plus broadcast. Thanks again to Saputo Cheese for sponsoring the Game of the Week live stream. Hopefully we can get this broadcast again up for the Pink Out the Rink that'll be taking place here at the Waupun Community Center on Saturday at 5 o'clock. If we're not here, I hope that you are here to support Jessica Schultz, this year's recipient. Thanks again for listening to this broadcast. Take care. This is Jeff Sauer broadcasting from the Waupun Equipment Company broadcast booth, and a thanks again to the Waupun Hockey Association and to Jeremy Hopp for building me this beautiful broadcast booth that I have up here. So thanks again. Take care. God bless, and I hope to see you at the rink or at the basketball court soon.